Watching the Senate confirmation hearings today of Pete Hegsweth, I don't even know how to say that man's last name correctly, but the Senate confirmation hearings has been a joke in that he has not answered one single question. And I just saw a clip of, I believe, Senator Tammy Ducksworth from, I believe, my great state of Illinois, just was questioning Peter about just what countries are a part of a ASEAN coalition, right? He couldn't answer. He listed a number of countries, which we can all name countries, but he didn't know. So it's like the DEI hires that they keep yelling from their chests that everybody else is making. It has always been a green screen, guys. The people, YT people in power that do not want other people in power, this is what it looks like. We're watching The Wicked of Oz in real time, okay? Pete Hegsweth, I can't remember this man's last name to save my life, but he's unqualified. He is the most DEI, and not even a DEI hire, because normally DEI means definitely qualified, just lacks access to the opportunity to demonstrate their qualifications. People refuse to see you as qualified. That's normally what happens when somebody is DEI, right? We had to go through other avenues because the systems at play are biased and people are biased, and they're not seeing these people. I mean, our technology is literally, because it's made by biased people, it is biased. So DEI is acknowledgement that we know humans have biases, and in a nation that was built on the backs of Black people and believed that their citizens were not human for a number of years, we might have to do something a little extra to make sure the rest of y'all not tripping. When you see someone of an ethnically distinctive name, despite all the other qualifications literally matching. We've seen studies of this, right? This is DEI hiring at Congress as the defense secretary. I don't ever want to hear another person tell me about how somebody was unqualified. I can remember hearing this in college, people asking me, somebody said like they really thought that I took somebody else's spot. Because again, you're walking around thinking you deserve every spot. I can't help you with that. That's ridiculous. I don't even want to know, as much as I wonder what kind of psychosis that must be for you every day to literally walk around the world and transform people from humans into characters like a Disney movie. I don't want it, because it's fallacy, and I don't ever want to live in a fallacy. And I mean, it was just Tammy reading him for Phil, as another male senator was reading him for Phil, and he simply asked him, hey, if someone had these accusations against them, if they had, a child, an allegation from a woman, that should disqualify them, right? He didn't even say, Pete, you did it. Pete kept saying, I was found clear. I was found clear. He wouldn't even listen to the question. The man said, if anyone was found to have done these things, you would agree. Like him being drunk with his coworkers and taking people to strip clubs and having coworkers sue because they were uncomfortable. He said, okay, if someone did that, you would agree they shouldn't be the Secretary of Defense for the greatest nation in the world. Right? That's a top role. He would be replacing, he is a national, and I ain't got nothing against the National Guard, y'all. But they are proposing this man replace a 4-star general. And he already came in the gate talking about women should be in combat. You ain't never been in combat, but a woman shouldn't be in combat? I would love to see him. I mean, did he ever even go through the endurance that it takes for our armed forces, that they have to do just a basic camp training? He ain't never even done that. And then the comments, y'all, y'all gotta help me out. The comments of people talking about his infidelity not being a reason why he should be disqualified. You lack judgment. You're on your third marriage. And I'm not saying divorce is a bad thing, but you're on your third marriage because you had your daughter the simultaneous usage of God while they're displaying and detailing them doing anything but acts of God, they have no shame, right? So the senator asked him, so your child was being born while you were still married to your second wife? And he said, he tried to make, she's a precious child. She's 7 years old. And I'm so grateful for this woman behind me who is the third wife on my list. And I'm so glad the senator followed up with, so you said an oath to 3 women. And you didn't keep 2 of the oaths. You said to 2 of them. And then your response is, Pete, I am not a perfect person. Pete, your oath gotta mean something, brother. You gonna be in charge of the most lethal army. So your word, your word can't be relevant or valid to one person. You expect for us to believe you're gonna plead an oath to the Constitution and it's gonna ring true. Come on. My only hope and prayer is, while these senators are doing their job, there are so many who are not. And, it's incredibly demoralizing and frustrating to see this, because it's like, how do I even punish my own children? How do I even say it's wrong for you to do anything these days? The people running everything in their eyes, they went from Obama, who had to be the second coming of Jesus with his children and wife, to people who can literally go up there and say, my Lord and Savior, forgive me for cheating on my wife and having my 3rd family. What won't you? Let me run the military. Like, the comparison. Y'all are the DEI hires. I finally said it. You are the DEI hires. If you let everybody else come in there and just do their job, our nation could actually be great. Y'all don't want greatness. Y'all want whiteness. Just say that. Just say that. You don't want greatness, because greatness demands competition. Right? The rest of us got to compete for roles, for work. Y'all don't want to have to compete for nothing, for absolutely anything. You want to compete for nothing. You want everything for yourselves. And we're tired of it. And I hope the way we came together on this app, I hope we keep calling them out, because they thought that we was going to do an Uno reverse to Facebook. And in the same way, we're not going to do an Uno reverse of forgetting everything we've seen about you. And I was only on TikTok post-COVID. People aren't going back to blindness. Imagine showing somebody light for the first time and they were blind for 37 years, 40 years, 50 years, 70 years in some cases. Every day I can see, I'm going to see. You ain't never going to turn the light off on me. I hope, and my prayer is that Pete does not get confirmed, because the country was already in trouble, but the DEI hiring y'all trying to do for the most vital positions we have either tells me 2 things. Those positions really don't exist. They're just a face bubblehead and nobody's doing anything. Or we in real trouble. What y'all think?